Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. In today's video, like you can tell from the title, we're going to discuss sunscreen bestsellers on Nykaa. Now, I have done a video like this. I want to say not actually one. I've done a couple of videos like this last year as well, where I took you through basically different categories on Nykaa and told you that okay, these are bestsellers and I think it's worth it, and these are certain bestsellers which I don't think are worth it, but they are bestsellers probably for a reason, because other people do like it. This year I wanted to do something similar and talk about like which are the best products in the market. Specifically, when I say best products, I mean that they are the best selling products. So obviously a lot of people are using it. So many people have even left reviews on these products on Nykaa. So obviously we understand that these products have a really big target market, and I'm sure a lot of these products are getting repurchased as well. Of course, I don't have that kind of insights because I don't work for Nykaa. Like I'm not on Nykaa's payroll. I don't work for them. But regardless, I wanted to sit down and do this kind of a video. I'm going to do one for sunscreens. I also plan to do one for moisturizers, and eventually we'll do face wash, body lotions, all of the different categories. So let me know which category you're interested to see next. I can tell you for sure moisturizers is going to come up next. But apart from that, which other category you want to see me do this kind of a video, let me know. But let's get started with today's video and discuss the top 20 bestsellers on Nykaa. Which are the top 20 best-selling sunscreens and what are my personal thoughts and opinions on those sunscreens. So without any further ado, let's get into it and let's get started. At our number 20, we have Wishcare's Niacinamide Oil Balance Sunscreen. Now this one has just 1875 reviews so far, and it's a pretty affordable product too. It's not been around in the market for a very long time. I remember speaking about it in one of my new beauty releases video along with the other variant of the sunscreen that they had at that time, and I don't think the other variant made it to the bestseller list, but this one specifically did. So yeah, I personally have not tried out this product first of all, so I cannot tell you whether I think it is worth being a bestseller or not. However, based on what I have seen of this product online, it seems to be like a very liquidy sunscreen, kind of like those dottenkey sunscreens, which I am not the biggest fan of because they didn't work out for me personally. But I want to know you guys' thoughts. Do you use this? Does it pill on you or not? And if it does not pill on you, then what kind of moisturizer do you use underneath? Do you use a cream based moisturizer? Do you use a gel moisturizer? Or is it like a hybrid consistency? What is the moisturizer that you're using underneath? If you tell me that, then I think I'll be able to picture what kind of moisturizer this would work well with as a sunscreen. So I want to actually know your thoughts on this specific product, if you have tried it out and whether you like it or not. But I would say this is not one of the most purchased or most reviewed products on Nykaa so far, and it makes sense because it's a relatively newish product. Anyway, at our number 19 spot, we have DrShave's Haldi and Hyaluronic Acid Sunscreen. Now this comes in bigger sizes too. I don't know which specific size most people buy, but this one has 16,240 reviews. So clearly it's a very popular product. Multiple people have bought it, and so many people have reviewed this product as well. I've personally tried it out as well, and I can tell you that it's a really nice sunscreen. It's got a cream based consistency that is not mattifying in any way. It's not super moisturizing in any way. It's kind of like the perfect in between. However, I would say this formula is not super unique anymore because there are various other brands who do similar sunscreens as well. So I don't know what would make this product particularly stand out. But yes, if you don't want any actives in your sunscreen, you just want a basic, simple, nice sunscreen that works, this is definitely a great option that is out there in the market. And you can buy it from Nykaa, you can buy it from the DrShave's website, because they usually tend to do a lot of offers as well, like the buy one get one or the buy two get two, and it's also a very affordable product. So definitely highly recommend this if you are looking for a sunscreen recommendation. Now the reason why I said I don't find this one to be unique is because the next product I'm going to talk about is one of my personal favorites. It's in my top 3 favorite sunscreens of 2024, and I think I will maybe or maybe not continue to buy this in 2025 as well. And I'm speaking about Aqualogica's Dewy Detan Sunscreen. Now this is the one with the red packaging. This is my personal favorite Aqualogica sunscreen in terms of the texture and consistency, because while it is very similar to Haldi and Hyaluronic Acid sunscreen in the overall finish on the skin, I just feel like this one is a little bit lighter and it feels less heavy on the skin. The Haldi and Hyaluronic Acid is not heavy at all, but this one is just a little bit lighter than that, which is something I prefer as someone who has oily combination skin. So this one is my personal favorite, along with, of course, like I said, it's my top 3, so I have other 2 sunscreens also that I love. But this one has over 19,000 reviews, so it is more reviewed and more tried out probably as compared to the Haldi and Hyaluronic Acid one. And it's also got, I think, 4.5 stars. The other 2 also have 4.5 stars, by the way. I'm sure there is someone who doesn't like it, which is completely fine, but it's got a lot of reviews and it's a product which I have used and repurchased multiple times. I've recommended it multiple times as well, so it doesn't come as a surprise to me at all that this is a bestseller on Nykaa. But the next bestseller is actually quite shocking to me. I don't know why it I mean, it's been around for a very long time, so that's why probably the sales are high on this, but I don't know why people are still buying it and using it, and I just want to know who this works for. I am speaking about the LA Shield sunscreen with SPF 40. Now this one has over 14,500 reviews, so that completely makes sense because this is not a new product. It's been around for, I think, I want to say decades, because I remember this being around even when I first got into skincare and makeup. So it's been over a decade now that I've been into skincare and makeup, so this has been around for a very long time, which is completely fine. But the texture is quite weird and I feel like it's a little bit almost oily. It's trying to be mattifying, but it's not mattifying. The texture of this is really weird, and I'm pretty sure I also got pilling with this when I was using it, which is a very long time ago. So and I know they've not reformulated it or anything, so even though this product has been around for a long time and people have been using it and I'm guessing loving it as well, so I want to know what's your skin type if you love this. And if you don't love it too, let me know your skin type too, because I want to know, like, maybe I have oily combination skin and that's why it doesn't work for me. Do people who have dry skin use this? But it's also supposed to be a mattifying sunscreen and it's a mineral sunscreen too. The rest of the sunscreens are either hybrid or chemical sunscreens, so maybe it's just that I don't like mineral sunscreens because of their texture. I don't know. But I am definitely surprised that this one is a bestseller and it is more sold than others. So yeah, that's just how I feel. Okay, at our number 16th position we have Dottenkey's Blueberry Hydrating Barrier Repair Sunscreen. Now this one, again, with all Dottenkey sunscreens, to me the texture personally I just feel like would not work out for me. That's why I don't end up buying them, and the ones that I have tried out have pilled on me a lot, so that's why I'm like repulsed by all Dottenkey sunscreens for that reason. And I've spoken about this also like multiple times, so probably if you like Dottenkey sunscreens, I know that it's just going to make you more mad that I don't like this. But this particular product has over 7,000, almost 8,000 reviews, so I feel like a lot of people tried this out and bought it when this launched, and they have also been reviewing it since then. Now again, I want to know if you have tried this out and you like it, what's your skin type, and that is only because, again, I want to know your skin type and I want to know what moisturizer you pair it with, because I feel like it's not, I mean, of course I want to know that, but I also feel like it's going to be helpful for other people who are watching this video who want to know sunscreen recommendations. So if you are having a good experience with it, then leave your skin type and your moisturizer combo with the sunscreen down below. And even if you don't like it but you have tried this out, then let us know your experience as well and what kind of moisturizer you have paired it with and what's your skin type, because I really want other people to find benefit out of reading the comments on this video. But yeah, for me personally, I don't think I'll try it out, and I'm definitely going to stick with like my favorites, let me just tell you that. But moving on to our 15th position, we have a product which I've seen a lot of Dermacs actually use and talk about. This is the Enen sunscreen, and it's got close to, again, 3,000 reviews, which is not as much as some of the other products, but this is also a more expensive sunscreen, keep it in mind. It's 2,190 rupees for like one bottle of 50 ml sunscreen. That's very very expensive. So I understand why this is not as reviewed or probably not as purchased as the other ones, which is why I'm surprised that this is at the number 15th position. I would assume it's supposed to be lower, so I'm also kind of questioning this bestseller list. And is this something that changes over time, or do they have just like a fixed list? I mean, what are the metrics that they use when they are curating their bestseller list? I really want to know that. So yeah, this one again, I won't be trying out. Is it supposed to be waterproof? I think this is like a water, I mean, no, sunscreen is waterproof, but I mean water resistant. I think this is supposed to be a water resistant sunscreen as well. And again, if you've tried it out, let me know, was it worth the 2,100 rupee that you spent on this product? I would like to know. But at our 14th position, we have a sunscreen which absolutely did not work out for me, but my mom loves it. So there you go. This is the Foxtail Glow Sunscreen SPF 50 PA triple plus, or is it 4 pluses? I'm not sure, but this one has over 7,000 reviews, 7,125 reviews to be specific. Now for me personally, this just made me look ghostly, and I feel like it's also way too moisturizing for my skin. It just did not blend in well, it did not soak into the skin well. But when I decluttered it and I gave it to my mom, she's been using it and liking it since then, and she's got more dry skin, so I think it's probably like a skin type thing. If you have dry skin, then you'll probably like it, but if you have oily skin, then you might not like it. That's how I feel about it. But again, this one, there are just so many ads that I've seen on this product. I feel like they have sold this product mainly because of like heavily pushing the ads, and that is why this is probably a bestseller. But again, if you have tried this out, then let me know your reviews. At our 13th position, we actually have a product which is not cruelty free, and that is probably why I will not try it out. But if you are someone who's tried it out, then let us know your feedback down below. This is Cetaphil's Sun SPF 50 Light Gel, very high protection. I think they say that because it's SPF 50. Now this one says it's a gel, so I'm wondering, is this like a fixed derma gel that you can try out? I should actually, you know what, let's do it together. Let's Google this product and see what the texture looks like, so then we'll be able to understand whether this is going to be like fixed term. I mean, maybe, I don't know. You should definitely go by okay, but it says it's a mineral sunscreen. Okay, that's confusing. I'm honestly not able to see like any texture shots of this product. I mean, it looks to be like a creamy sunscreen, but then it says it's a gel, so that's confusing. And it's also like a mineral sunscreen, so, and it says it's for normal, dry and oily skin. I mean, that's not helpful, you guys. That is not at all helpful. Should we look at some of the reviews on this product to see if anyone has inserted photos of what the texture is like? That might help. I was watching a Kelly Gooch video, you guys, and she was talking about how to go buy reviews, research products thoroughly before you buy it. Okay, this does not look oily skin friendly. It looks very pasty actually. It looks like a literal mineral sunscreen, like very pasty. So again, I don't know if this is going to be good for oily skin, or if it is actually a gel sunscreen, or they just call it a gel because I don't know, gel sunscreens are more appealing and probably sell more. I don't know. Anyway, our 12th position for in the bestseller list is Aqualogica's Radiance Plus Dewy Sunscreen. Now, I have spoken time and time again how I am not a fan of this specific product because it makes me look like a grease ball. But apparently 47,000 people have reviewed this product, which is shocking. Is that the most reviewed sunscreen? No, actually there is another sunscreen which has gotten more reviews than this one. But 47,000 people reviewing one sunscreen tells me that they have sold like lakhs and lakhs of this product. And I want to know the general consensus once again. If you have tried this out, if you have tried out this product and you like it, do you have dry skin? Because I feel like mostly there will be dry skin people who will like it, versus oily skin people are just going to find that it makes them look like a grease ball, just like how I felt. So that is that's how I feel about this sunscreen, which is at the 12th position. At our 11th position, we have a Dottenkey's Strawberry Dew Tinted Sunscreen. Now, this is also a relatively new product. I want to say it launched in 2024, but please correct me if I'm wrong. This has close to 4,000 reviews, 3,592 reviews to be specific. Now, this one, again, when I first saw the reviews on it, I found it to be quite interesting, because a lot of people said, oh, you can use it like a foundation because it's a tinted sunscreen, and all that sounds great. At the same time, I was a little nervous as to how this would dry down on my skin and how it would wear and pair with my makeup, because if I'm using like a foundation-y product, I don't know if I should put loose powder on top of it and how my makeup would layer with it. I'm just not willing. And I also feel like with tinted sunscreens, sometimes the shade just doesn't look right on you. It makes you look too orange, or it makes you look too like white and pasty. It can be really confusing. So personally, I am not really into tinted sunscreens. I would prefer something that's going to go on like clear on my skin, and it's not going to change my actual skin tone. Please keep in mind, I also don't have too much pigmentation, and I don't need like foundation kind of products on my skin. I feel like for the most part I have pretty clear skin, and whatever little bit of pigmentation I have, that my makeup just naturally covers it, and I feel I look fine the way I look. I mean, you can see a little pigmentation peeking through over here and stuff, but that is totally okay. So that is why I feel like this is a product that I would not personally use. But then again, if you've tried it out, then let us know. I feel like I'm saying that for everything, but I feel like that is the main reason I'm doing this video, is I want to chat with you guys on my thoughts on this product, but I also want to know from you guys what your thoughts are on these products. Okay, let's move to our 10th position for sunscreen. This is Plum's 2% niacinamide sunscreen, and I recently re-spoke about it. I don't know if that's a word, re-spoke about it in a video, because what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Because they have now launched this in an 80 gram size. So I was mentioning that in new beauty releases video. And again, this is one of those products which did not work for me. But when I spoke about it, a lot of you told me that it worked for you. So please make sure to mention your skin type and your preferences down below. And this one I feel like also pilled on me. So if this is not pilling on you, then what kind of moisturizer are you pairing it with, and what's your skin type? This product has over 19,000 reviews. So again, it makes sense that it's a bestseller, because it's selling a lot for the brand, and also because this product I feel like got a lot of hype. Earlier there was not any like cult favorite sunscreen from Plum that was like super popular, spoken about. So when this product launched, I feel like their loyal customer base, everyone tried it out. So that is probably why this one is doing so well. And I also am surprised to see that other Plum sunscreens did not make it to the bestseller list, because I feel like after this one launched, there were other sunscreens that they also launched, but those have not done as well as this one has. So that is also saying something. But anyway, let's move on to our 9th position sunscreen. Now this is from Minimalist, and this is the only Minimalist sunscreen that is on this list. I do feel like Minimalist has a couple of different sunscreens, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't know if they discontinued any of them since then, but this is the Minimalist SPF 50 PA4+ sunscreen. And this one, again, this is actually one of the sunscreens which I feel like has the highest reviews. I should still recheck. No, actually there is another sunscreen which I'll talk about later which has more reviews. So clearly we are finding more and more products that are highly reviewed in terms of numbers on Nykaa. But the Minimalist one has 61,000 reviews on Nykaa. 61,000. That's a lot. I want to say that this product has sold at least 5 lakh quantities or 10 lakh quantities maybe for it to have 61,000 reviews. And again, it's been around for maybe like 2 to 3 years, not more than that. So for it to have 61,516 reviews is a lot. Now this particular sunscreen, from what I can tell, is again more of a creamy consistency. I have not tried it out personally speaking, but if you have tried it out, and which sunscreen do you think it's most similar to? Is it similar to Dr. Shade Ceramide and Vitamin C, which is a little bit more creamy, or is it similar to like Aqua or Dermaco? What kind of texture do you think it has? I'm also surprised that Minimalist did not come out with the sunscreen in like a bigger size, because I feel like most brands have been jumping on the bandwagon where they're coming out with the products in a bigger size. And I always wonder like why Minimalist is not doing that. Is it because they want to sell more quantity, and that is why they prefer to have it in a smaller size, because they know people are going to repurchase their products? I feel like Minimalist has that cult favorite base, like The Ordinary did back in the day, where if people once fall in love with their product, then they don't, like, they're very brand loyal, they don't switch to other brands. So I feel like Minimalist also has a customer base which is kind of similar to that. So maybe that's why they are not they're not coming out with bigger sizes, because they know their product will sell any which ways. That's just my theory. Again, let me know what you feel about that. What are your thoughts on that? But we'll move on to the 8th most best-selling sunscreen on Nykaa, and this is a former favorite for me as well. This is Deconstruct's lightweight gel sunscreen. Now this one I raved about, I would say, in 2023, and maybe prior to that also in 2022 as well. I don't exactly remember when I discovered this and fell in love with it, but if you have oily skin and you want a matte finish sunscreen, you guys, this is the best option out there which I have found, which does not pill, which gives you a mattifying finish. And I will almost say that if you are someone who doesn't wear makeup but you want your skin to look flawless the entire day, this will actually give you that. It's got that primer like finish, not the texture of the product, but the actual finish on the skin. It feels like you put a smoothing primer on top of your sunscreen. That's how this looks like. It gives you the most beautiful matte, poreless, like most amazing finish ever. And it also works with different moisturizers too. I don't think it's going to work with a not silicone moisturizer, but like an oil-free gel moisturizer. But I personally feel like it works better with cream-based moisturizers. So do keep that in mind. And even if you have oily skin, I feel like there are certain cream-based moisturizers out there that will work for you. So keep that in mind. And this is a product which I've literally recommended to all my friends who have oily skin, and some of them, this is their holy grail sunscreen. So I'm not at all surprised that this is a bestseller on Nykaa, and it has over 13,000 reviews as well. So for how long it's been around, I feel like it's doing really well, and it's definitely worth it. At our number 7th position, we have Dottenkey's watermelon, what is this called? Watermelon and hyaluronic acid sunscreen. Now this is supposed to be kind of similar to the Aqua one, even though I've not tried it out personally, so I cannot say. But if you have tried it out, then again let us know which sunscreen you feel like it's more similar to. I also heard a lot of people saying that it's similar to their glow sunscreen. So I mean, it's not like Aqua and Dermaco have not done that, but for a brand to have two sunscreens which are kind of similar to each other kind of feels redundant and unnecessary. But if people are loving it, then I have no qualms about that. But if you do like it, then let us know how it works for you. Like I've said 20 times in this video already. Now before we move on to the next product, this is also a product which has been highly reviewed, and it tells me that the sales of this product have been like out of the box amazing, because this product, the watermelon sunscreen from Dottenkey, has almost 35,000 reviews. It's 34,935 to be specific. So yeah, it's, I think, one of the stellar products that Nykaa is selling in terms of sunscreens. Now the second most reviewed product out of this list has to be this one. This is Aqualogica's Glow Plus sunscreen. Now in my personal opinion, it's quite similar to the Detan one, but this is a little bit, just a hair bit like more moisturizing or thicker than the Detan one, and the Detan one is a hair bit more thinner than this one. That's the only comparison according to me, but this one has been around for way longer, and it also comes in various different sizes. It comes in 4 different sizes. But when I tell you how many reviews this product has, it's going to be shocking, because this has 90,000 reviews on Nykaa. 90,000, 90, you guys, 90,578 reviews to be exact. which is very shocking, because this product has been around for, I want to say, 2 to 3 years now. I'm pretty sure it's not more than that. So for it to sell so much, and this is another one of the products which I feel like has done so many ads, that I feel like those ads have sold majority of people to buy it and try it out. And I'm pretty sure they are repurchasing it as well. If I was one of those people, I would definitely be repurchasing it too. But I have other sunscreens which I kind of love a little bit more, or which I feel are more economical than this one, which is why I tend to repurchase those. But this is another amazing product which I feel like will work for all skin types, and it's just an amazing, like, overall great product in general. I'm kind of losing my voice, to be honest, as I am going closer and closer to like the best selling products on Nykaa. At our 5th position, we have the Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun Rich Cream, etc. Now this is a K-beauty product which I'm glad Nykaa bought, to the Indian market for us to directly buy in a more easier way, and I think that is why this product has sold so much, because it was already going viral in the global beauty space. And then when Nykaa bought it, I feel like a lot of people who wanted to get their hands on this product found a more accessible way to get their hands on it. And this is another one of the products which I feel like is more expensive for a sunscreen. But again, usually K-beauty, if you're buying it in India, it is more expensive. So this is around 1500 rupees. So definitely like the top 2 most expensive sunscreens that we're going to talk about today. But this product still has surprisingly like 5,000, almost 5,000, I would say 4,785 reviews, and it's probably because so many people who are beauty enthusiasts jumped to buying this product from Nykaa once it launched, and then they left reviews as well. So that's why this product has so many reviews on Nykaa. I have not tried it out personally, and I'm also not keen to spending 1,500 on one tube of sunscreen, which is I think this is the price of the smaller size, and it says they have 2 sizes, so I believe they have a bigger size as well. But I'm not keen on spending money on this sunscreen when I have so many options which are way cheaper. But I'll still tell you the cost. So the 50 ml is 1,500, and then the 10 ml is 350 rupees. That's like a travel size sunscreen that's gonna last you 2 days. So yeah, I'm not spending so much money on that. But let's move on to our top 4 sunscreens. Now at our top 4 position, and this is the most reviewed sunscreen on Nykaa without a doubt, because this product has been around since, again, I want to say even more than a decade. So it makes absolute sense. So this is the most reviewed product on Nykaa. I remember again this being around, and I'm pretty sure I've tried this out also, like back in the day, like 10 years ago. I am referring to Neutrogena's Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunscreen. This is like a cult favorite. I remember like Shreya Jain, Debashri, everyone talking about this when I first started watching beauty content. And this product has 131,000 reviews on Nykaa. Actually 131,906 reviews. So I think by the time this video goes up, we'll be at the 132,000 number as well. But this is a product which again has been around for such a long time, and that's why I'm saying, when they say bestseller, I want to know if these are current bestsellers or if these are like all-time bestsellers. The reason for that is because as much as I know that once you find a sunscreen specifically that's a cult favorite, you don't want to switch. So people who have been using this for years and who have been loving it for years, they probably don't want to try out newer sunscreens. At the same time, I also am one of those people who have tried out so many newer formulations of sunscreens. When I say newer, I mean that have been around since the past 2 to 3 years, that I prefer those much more than sunscreens which were popular and which were spoken about like a decade ago. So I really want to know, in 2025, do people still buy and try out the sunscreen, and how many people are still repurchasing this because it's been a favorite for years, or because they prefer it more than newer sunscreens. So if you're someone who's still buying the sunscreen, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section, because I really want to know that. I'm genuinely very curious to understand like how consumers think, and consumer behavior was like one of my favorite subjects in college, so you can clearly tell. Anyway, my voice is definitely leaving me. Okay. Now our top 3 sunscreens which are on this list are not surprising to me at all. The top third sunscreen is DrShave's Ceramide and Vitamin C sunscreen. Now this particular product has 56,883 reviews firstly, and this is also a product which I'm not surprised has become a bestseller, because I personally have a reel, not a reel, sorry, why did I say a reel? I have a shorts on my channel which has over, I know it's crossed 1 lakh, but I think we've also crossed the 2 lakh mark in terms of views on that reel, and that is a reel of demoing this product. So I think because DrShave did so many ads on this product, and that got so much attention on this, many people were looking for content and were looking for genuine reviews on this product, and that is why my shorts got so many views. And also because this product is being sold so much, again it comes in 4 different sizes as well, yeah, I think it totally makes sense that it's a bestseller. I personally think that it is best for dry skin people, but in that shorts itself, if you see the comment section, there are actually many people who have oily skin who are also saying that they love this sunscreen. So I guess it depends on you and your personal preference as to what your favorite is, but that's just how I feel personally about this. And I don't buy it anymore solely because I have other sunscreens that work in all seasons for me. This is something I will only be able to use in the winters and not in other seasons. So as much as I think it's a great product for everyone, I just don't think it's something for me, but I think that's completely fine too. Not every sunscreen is going to be for everyone, right? So there's that. Anyway, our last 2 sunscreens for this video, at our second position we have the dottenkey Vitamin C plus E face sunscreen. Again, this is their most sold, probably also their most reviewed product, because this has 52,657 reviews. And I have already told you about my like I don't like this product wala situation, and because I mentioned it a couple of times, I don't like to keep going on and on about it. I know this is a cult favorite, again something that because it's a best-selling product, they have also marketed it so much that I feel like many people have tried it out, and I've discovered there are also many people who don't like it, and there are, I'm sure, many people who love it as well. So to each their own, and we'll move on from that because I don't want to get more hate for hating this product. But yeah, to just summarize my thoughts, it paled on me, which is why I didn't like it, but when my mom tried it out, she actually loved it. So there is that. Again, a lot of times different kind of sunscreens work for us, so that's completely fine. Now our top 1 best-selling sunscreen, it doesn't have as many reviews as the Neutrogena one, but it's still got a pretty high number of reviews. I think it's the 3rd most reviewed product, like highest reviews, but this is actually my personal cult favorite as well. So I am so happy that this is the #1 best-selling sunscreen on Nykaa. I'm speaking about Dermaco's 1% hyaluronic acid gel sunscreen. This has 76,155 reviews, and this one is also available in 4 different sizes. They recently came out with it in the biggest size, which was the 125 gram size, and I feel like that is super economical, super affordable, and it's going to last you a really long amount of time, especially considering that we should use the right amount of sunscreen to give us the right kind of protection. Now I'm specifying that of course for every sunscreen, but specifically I think for this sunscreen the formula is also kind of in between, similar to Haldi and hyaluronic acid, or similar to even the Detan sunscreen from Aqualogica, or the Glow Plus sunscreen from Aqualogica again. They all have a very similar consistency. This one just happens to be the most economical, and it's also available in the 125 gram size like some of the other ones are as well. So that's why I feel like this one is my favorite. And today I'm wearing the Radiance one, but I have backups of this one which I'm gonna definitely get back into. And I also remember yesterday chatting with like a colleague slash friend who I recommended this to a couple of months ago, and she was telling me yesterday that she wants to repurchase it, so because that's how much she loved it. So yeah, I just wanted to share that little bit of an you know, like a story with you guys. But that is it for the video. It ended up being way longer than I thought, I think because I wanted to cover the top 20 bestsellers, so talking about each product obviously takes time. So that's why the video ended up being longer than it should have, and I am obviously losing my voice as I'm talking to you. But thank you so much for watching this video, and let me know if you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on all these products down below, whatever you have tried out or whatever you're interested in trying out. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you watched the entire way through, then leave this emoji right here in the comment section, and that way I will know that you watched the entire video, which obviously means so freaking much to me. So thank you so much for doing that. But with that, I'm gonna go now because I don't think I can speak another word. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye.